Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Red 5 Reviews. Today we're going to be concluding our reviews for the Darth Bane trilogy with, of course, the third book, Dynasty of Evil, again written by New York Times bestselling author Drew Karpyshyn. Now, just like last time, this will be a spoiler-free review, but it may have some spoilers for the second book, Rule of Two. But with that said, guys, let's do this. Darth Bane, Dynasty of Evil, takes place during the Old Republic era, and not only is it the conclusion to the Darth Bane trilogy, but it's also the last novel in the Old Republic era before the next story in the timeline, Darth Plagueis. It was originally published back in 2009. Again, there will be no spoilers for this review, but if you haven't finished Rule of Two yet, then I would recommend reading that first, then come back and check out this review. But before we get into my thoughts, here's a brief summary. This book takes place 10 years after Rule of Two. Bane's age and experience with the dark side has started to take a toll on his body. But he has other problems. His apprentice, Darth Zana, has yet to even attempt to overthrow Bane and take the title as Dark Lord of the Sith for herself. Fearing for the legacy of the Sith, Bane seeks out the knowledge for immortality to preserve his life so that he can seek out a new apprentice. However, Zana's plans to overthrow Bane may be sooner than he believes. Will she take the mantle of Dark Lord, or will Bane have no choice but to find a new apprentice? And now for my thoughts. So I'm going to start off with the things I wasn't a fan of, which isn't much. The main thing I didn't care for was this book had some similar concepts that were featured in the other books, mostly with Rule of Two. These concepts were both Bane having to search again for more knowledge in the dark side, which really isn't a bad thing, and it's explained very well why he chooses to do it, but again, I just feel it's overused. And the other thing is, while yes, this book features new characters, it also, like the second book, features the concept of Bane encountering a character or characters from his past. I won't spoil who they are, but again, it's a little repetitive. But that's it. Other than that, I don't have any more negatives. This book is great, and it's an epic conclusion to the Darth Bane trilogy. It's exciting, gripping, suspenseful, and the pacing was a lot better than the second book. I'm also really glad that the original cover artist did the work for this cover. It feels more consistent with the first book. As with the other books in the trilogy, the characterization is done very well. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, that Drew Karpyshyn really knows his characters and does a great job in getting you invested with not only the main characters, but the supporting characters as well. One of the best writers for the Old Republic timeline, hands down, in my opinion. I also thought the way he wrote the ending of this book was great. I won't spoil anything, but it's one of those endings that leaves you wondering at first. Although it's directly stated what happens, there's still a little room to wonder. I've read this book twice now, and even after my second read-through and knowing what happens in the end, I still feel like it's a great ending and will leave any first-time reader speculating at the end. As for my rating, I'm going to give Darth Bane, Dynasty of Evil 4.5 out of 5 stars. And on that note, I'm going to give the Darth Bane trilogy as a whole 4.5 out of 5 stars as well. I definitely, without a doubt, recommend this trilogy. It's not only a great Star Wars Legends story, but it's a great Star Wars story overall, and I believe fans of Legends, canon, or both will enjoy this trilogy. Just like the other books, this one was also reprinted with a new cover and trade paperback format as part of the Essential Legends collection. There was so much more I wanted to talk about, but it was pretty difficult to do without spoiling anything, and I really want to encourage everybody to read it. Maybe at some point I'll have a spoiler review or discussion of the whole trilogy. But what did you guys think? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this review. And if you're new to my channel, then please consider subscribing to my channel if you'd like to stay updated for more Star Wars reviews and discussions. Hope you guys have a great day, may the Force be with you, and until the next video, this is Red 5, standing by.